kind of direction. So we have some questions for you today. So make sure stay tuned, and we will take you to visit this very very beautiful place here. First of all, let me and let me see right there. Who are we visiting today? And it's about 7:30 p.m. here. It's about 7:30 p.m. here. You came out and just in the morning to you today. Afternoon are you guys at the and let me see if you know what this today. Yes, this is and make sure you leave comment and like and share this live streaming as many as possible. And Malvin says beautiful picture. Actually, this is not a picture. This is a China Plus and Sierra Learn Chinese Facebook live streaming. And today with me, this is Huang Yue, and behind the camera is one of your favorite hosts, Miao Hong.
Oh, thank you.
And Kenny says hello, Hui Guang. Yeah, Hui Guang is also with us, and she's on the way to find us here. And Jen says beautiful place there. Yes, this is really, really beautiful place in Canas. And just now the river you are looking at is the Erdish River. Erdish River, the total length of the Erdish River is about over 4,000 kilometers long. And here comes the question for you. Here comes the first question for you. We have a small quiz for you. Which ocean does the Erdish River flow into? A, the Pacific Ocean. B, the Arctic Ocean. C, the Atlantic Ocean. D, the Indian Ocean. So which ocean does the Erdish River, which is this river, flow into? The Pacific Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, or the Indian Ocean? Tell me in comment. Tell me in the comment section. I can see your comments right here. So make sure you leave us as many comments as possible. Holly says hello, watching from Michigan. How are you, Holly? How are you? And what time is it in your place? And how's the weather there? We're now in Canas in Xinjiang. This is a really beautiful place, and we're going to take you to visit a really, really special village where the Tulbans, which is a branch of the Mongolian ethnic group, live here in this, I would say, tranquil, small, but really beautiful village. Carlos Luis says the sound of the water is nice. Yes, when you just listen to the sound of the water, it's really, really relaxing. And sometimes I would like to listen to the sound of the water and then try to get some sleep. And let's continue our trip in this village. Oh, don't forget our first quiz. Which ocean does the Erdish River flow into? The Erdish River is what we were looking at just now. Which ocean does the Erdish River flow into? The Pacific Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, or the Indian Ocean? Tell me in comments. And you can actually Google it, we don't mind. And let me know whether you know the answer. Tell us in the comment section. And this village is actually called, literally it's called the Old Village. The Old Village here in the along the Canas Lake, which is really, really a stunning, I would say, fascinating scenic area for you to visit. And we will stay here in this place for 2 days. So today I'm going to show you the village, the people here, the Tuvan people here. But tomorrow Nyonya will take you to visit the most beautiful lake here in
One of the
village.
top 5,
Yes.
actually, yes.
Shall we go this way? Now take a look at the village. You'll see that their houses are really special because you'll see all these wooden houses. All these wooden houses are actually the houses inhabited by the Tuvan people. And Tuvan people are a branch of the Mongolian ethnic group, members of Mongolian ethnic group. So they've been lived here for centuries. So the houses you just looked at are made of wood, and the wood house is actually a classic symbol of the Tuvans. So let me check your comments whether you have the answer for our first quiz. Let me check your comments here. All right. Fadwa says amazing. Thank you, Fadwa. Actually, this trip we have. Let me give you a little, a brief introduction of this trip. That we will spend about a month to travel from the northern part of Xinjiang to the southern part, and we will spend nearly a month, travel about over 8,000 kilometers to take you to enjoy the marvelous landscape, as well as the ethnic minority groups, their culture, their traditions, their costumes. You will see all of these beautiful and interesting things along with us. And also, Kenny says, look like you were in American forest. Well, you can share with us more about the scenery in America, about the forest. Tell us more about it. But here we are now in Panas, scenic area in Xinjiang, so this is also another good choice for you if you have time to travel here. Holly says beautiful, and Leslie says watching from Texas. Kenny says mountain view is beautiful. All right, we've got some of the answers. Leslie says Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean, is that your answer? All right, our first quiz. The question is, which ocean does the Irtysh River flow into? The Pacific Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, or the Indian Ocean? Tell me if you know the answer, and we don't mind if you just Google it. Google it. Leslie says Atlantic Ocean. All right. Anyone else? Sandra says, are watching with you. Thank you, Sandra. How are you today? And also we have Willis says, are watching with you. And Max says with you. Alright, so anyone else knows the answer or first quiz is, which ocean does the Irtysh River flow into? We have 4 options for you. The Pacific Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, or the Indian Ocean. Let me know your answer. Tell us in the comments section. Alright, let me tell you more about these wooden houses. And all of these houses you're looking at right now in this village are made of wood, and actually the wood houses are a classic symbol of the Tuvans, or the Tuva people in Mandarin. As you can see, the roof is generally nailed with wood, and the walls of the houses are made of stacked logs with a diameter of 30 or 40 centimeters, making houses both warm and moisture proof. And the door of each house is open to the east. And the locals told me that when you build a new house, it's customary for the owners to put white drapery on the beams as a prayer for the best wishes. Right, just now we just introduced that in this village we have two Tuvans, or the Tuva people live in this village. And this is actually the Tuva is actually a branch of the Mongolian ethnic group here in China. So we have the second quiz for you. Listen carefully. We have the second quiz for you. How many Tuvans are living in China currently? How many Tuvans are living in China currently? All right, think about it. Think about it and tell us your answer in the comment section. Let me check here. Alright, how many Tuvans are living in China currently? If you know the answer, don't hesitate to tell us. Alright, so already it's about 7:30 p.m. here in Xinjiang in northwest China. And what a beautiful sunset here, there, over there. And I know to some of you who live in the United States, it's perhaps it's just the morning for you. So good afternoon or good evening here from Xinjiang, and good morning to you. And while you are watching our live stream, don't forget to tell us your answer of our quizzes. Our first quiz is, which ocean does the Irtysh River flow into? We have 4 options for you: the Pacific Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, or the Indian Ocean. You can tell us in comments. And also, the second one is, how many Tuvans are living in China currently? How many Tuvans are living in China currently? Tell us in comments. They're the local villagers. Hello! So if you come here, you can actually spend 1 or 2 nights staying in the houses, the wood houses we just looked at.
Oh,
Look at
there's a smoke.
They're preparing for the dinner. Leslie says it's 6:30 a.m. here. Oh, it's quite early there. It's about 7:40 p.m. here in Xinjiang. And Kenny says, is this your place to stay for the night? Yes, we are going to stay here for the night. And later in our live streaming, we're going to show you my room tonight. So stay tuned. And don't forget to answer the questions. Let me check your answers. And I can tell you that this place is really, really comfortable. And if you follow us to check our rooms, it's really comfortable and cozy and neat. If you have the opportunity to visit here, make sure to spend one or 2 nights staying here. And you can actually talk with those Tuvan people and learn something about their traditions. As you can see, they're really, really friendly. So if you come here, don't hesitate to talk with them. And they will tell you many stories or legends of their tribe, or let me say their ethnic group, their ancient ethnic group. Nick says, amazing views. Thank you, Nick.
Hongyue, the valley reminds me about the Rocky Mountains.
The Rocky Mountains?
Yeah, like Banff and Jasper in Canada, and Yellowstone in the United States. Yeah, very similar.
So if you are from the China Plus America Facebook pages, make sure you tell us more about the sceneries in your country and share with us the beautiful sceneries and stories or your experience, the places you have visited before. Tell us more. Do you think these sceneries are similar with each other? Jem says, I'm waiting for my friend to pick me up for work. Nick says I cannot hear you. How about now? How about now? Hello, Nick. Can you hear me now? Tell me in the comment section. All right. Just now we introduced about the wood houses that the Tuvan people live in. As you can see, all the houses in this village are made of wood, and the roof is generally nailed with wood because it's a good way to keep warm and Hi Jessie, hi Jessie. Thank you for spending time with us today. And James says I'm from Wisconsin. How are you, James? And how's the weather in your place? Tell us in the comment section. And this place is actually a special restaurant. So if you come to this village, don't worry about your food. You will have a very authentic local delicacies. You will enjoy the dishes in this beautiful canteen or restaurant. James says it's around 6:43 in the morning. All right, it's about 7:40 p.m. here in Xinjiang. Leslie says just beautiful out there. Right. Right, James says it's very cold in Wisconsin. Alright, so September here, generally it's autumn here in China, but in Xinjiang, if you come here, at night it's kind of chilly, and so that's why we're wearing the clothes that can keep us warm. So if you have the opportunity to visit this place, the kind of scenic area, or you want to stay in this village, make sure that you bring enough clothes to keep you warm, especially at night. And I would also like to mention that the best season to visit this place is autumn. Or to be more specific, you can choose to visit here from July to October. Leslie says over 5,000 people, give or take. Over 5,000 people. Alright, that's your answer for our second question. How many Tuvans are living in China currently? How many Tuvans are living in China currently? We will tell you the right answers later, so stay tuned. How many Tuvans are there living in China currently? So we do have some visitors. We have some tourists today. Let's walk over that side to take a look at those beautiful houses. What are those houses? What are they? Are they also the restaurants, or do they have other functions? Let's take a closer look. I'll see you around next time. Thank you, James, and you have a good day. Alright, it looks like a store. It looks like a store. So if you visit here, you can actually buy some souvenirs from such kind of stores. Let's get a closer look. there are so many souvenirs here. Oh, soap. Oh, cream, hand cream, and also. Oh, this is the winter scenery of this place. Oh, this is cute. You can get all these souvenirs if you travel here. And they also have the local snacks here.
Yogurt cube.
Candies made from yogurt. And dried beef, which is one of the local delicacies here in Xinjiang. And as you can see, they also do live streamings when they have time. Actually, live streaming industry is really booming these days in China. Many people tries to purchase some cosmetics or some daily necessities or souvenirs from other provinces through live streaming. Yeah, these are the codes for you. Like I said, like I mentioned before, this place can be really cold at night in this season. So if you don't remember to bring enough clothes, don't worry. You can just buy some here. Jessie says, I remember Huang, no worries. Oh, that's really nice of you. Thank you. I know it's been a long time that I haven't seen you guys via Facebook live streaming, so it's really I'm really excited to be back with you, to talk with you via our Facebook live streaming. And what an honor for me that again, I can see you via our Facebook live streaming while show you around the beautiful, the stunning, the fascinating Xinjiang. Alright, let's keep walking. And this village, as you can see, it's not very large. I would say it's a tranquil and small and quiet village. If it's not the high season for tourism, you can enjoy the beautiful scenery, natural scenery here if you come at this moment. Candy says, Juan, it's great to see. It's been a long time and it's really glad to see you again. And don't forget to answer our questions. We have already give two questions. The first one is, which ocean does the Erdish River flow into? The Erdish River is the river we just started our live stream. And which river does the Erdish River flow into? The Pacific Ocean or the Indian Ocean? You can tell me in comments. And our second question is, how many Tuvans are living in China currently? How many Tuvans are living in China currently? As we mentioned, that this village is inhabited by the Tuvan people. The Tuva is actually a branch of Mongolian ethnic group here in China. So how many Tuvans are there still living in China currently in nowadays? You can tell me in comments. And we don't mind if you Google it. The village we're at right now is literally called the Old Village. The Old Village. So as you can see, it's surrounded by the mountains and the beautiful Canas Lake, which we're going to visit tomorrow. And there are so many small villages here, and some these villages have been decorated and transformed into the guest inns. So if you come here, you can definitely live in these inns, the wooden inns, which will be really a once in a lifetime experience, I would say, because I've never lived in such a wooden house. And let me check your answers. So we have Raman with us, and Tishal says, watching you. Candice, watching with you. And we have Nini. Hello, how are you today? And let's keep walking. Woody is watching with you. Thank you, Woody. How are you today? And make sure you comment and like and share this live streaming as much as possible. Alright, just now we have two questions for you guys. The first one is the Irtysh River is what we started our live stream. And which ocean does the Irtysh River flow into? The Pacific Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, or the Indian Ocean? You can tell us in comments if you know the answer. And just now we mentioned this village, literally called the Old Village, is inhabited by the Tuvan people in China. So how many Tuvans are there still living in China currently? You can also tell us in comments. And as you can see, all the houses are made of wood. It's actually a classic symbol of the Tuvan people. So if you come here, you can absolutely try to stay in the wooden houses to spend 1 or 2 nights with the host or hostesses. They are really friendly, and they will serve you their local delicacies, and perhaps you can also learn something about their traditions. And I'd like to mention that the Tuvan people are really good at singing. So next time, maybe, if you're lucky enough, you might encounter the singers of these Tuvan people. Let me check your answers. Anyone else who are with us? Stamp Rio says, good evening, Huang Yu. Long time no see. Yeah, long time no see, Stamp Rio. It's really good to be back. And it's really good to see you again via our Facebook live streaming. And Jessie says Indian Ocean. Alright, Indian Ocean. Is that your answer? Anyone else? We will tell you the right answer at the end of today's live streaming. Alright, this place is where we are going to stay for the night. So let me show you about our home tonight. So as you can see the characters here, these are not Chinese, these are Mongolians. So like I mentioned, the Tuva is a branch of the Mongolian ethnic group. So our house is number 32. Remember that, number 32. If you have the opportunity to visit this place, and if you happen to live in number 32, tell us and take a picture and send us in comments. Jimmy says, I love log homes. Yes, it's really I've never stayed in such kind of wooden houses before, but I think it's gonna be really a special and unforgettable experience this time. I'll share with you more about how we spend our nights here in the Tuvan people's houses. So, Jimmy, do you happen to know how many Tuvans are there living in China currently? If you know, tell us in comments. Right over there, you can see there are two huge skis over there. There are two huge skis. Of course, that's the magnified version of the skis, but you can tell from this sculpture that this is actually the Tuvan people's one of their favorite sports. And I think they have this natural environment to practice this skill, because look at the scenery over there behind me. It's gonna be really cold in the winter, and there will be really heavy snows in the winter. So they do have the ski resort, natural ski resort. So just now we said the best season to visit this place is autumn, or from the July to the October. But if you come here in winter, and if you happen to be the winter sports lover, you will definitely find another beautiful place here. You can bring your skis and exercise and practice. This is the best place. All right, let's take a closer look at these huge skis. And they're covered by furs. So they built this sculpture to show that skiing is one of the Tuvan's favorite sports. And as they live in the northwest part of China, and in winter it's going to be really cold here, and they have heavy snows here, it's really a good opportunity for them to practice this skill. And I'd like to mention that since Beijing and Hebei is going to hold the 2022 Winter Olympic Games, more and more people are getting interested in winter sports here in China, especially for the younger generation. I would say that for those kids, actually these days, those kids are really, really good at the winter sports. Many people are trying to learn skiing or ice skating or ice hockey. Actually, I don't ski, but I did do that. I did try to learn some when I was a freshman in college, but I hadn't had a chance to practice that anymore. If I had the chance, I would like to learn that again. So do you love skiing? If you do, tell us in comments and share your experience or story with us. Where do you think is the best place for you to ski, or where do you think is the best ski resort in the world? All right, let's keep going. I was told by the hostess earlier that they do have a little tiny museum here to tell tourists about their history and traditions. So let's go to explore their teeny tiny museum, and we can try to learn something more about the Tuvan traditions. Hello. 你好呀。你好呀。Hello.
Hello，
Hello. 你叫什么名字？你几岁了
5岁了。
？5岁了。So this girl, she told me that she's 5 years old. 你是住在这里吗？你是住在那边是吗？是哪个地方？老乡吗？ So she told me that she lives over there, not very far away. 是在看什么的呀？
在课程看见一个录机的干茶，
在这里看什么？看什么？
我想看见录机的干茶。
你是图阿姨。你吃晚饭了吗？
他
So this little girl, she told me that she lives not very far from here, and she just comes here to have some fun. Bye bye, see you later. Bye bye. Let's take a look at this beautiful house where the Tuvan people will have a banquet or feast when they have guests. So like I mentioned, the Tuva is a branch of the Mongolian ethnic group, so no wonder they hand a portrait of Genghis Khan. So you can see these are the brains. These are some of the brains that the Tuvan people have. The wolf fur as a tradition of the Tuvan people. I would say for these kids, this is really a happy life, because for those kids who live in the cities, they might not have this kind of opportunity to experience such profound culture. Oh, she's telling me to introduce about this costume. So this is one of the traditional Tuvan costumes. It looks similar to the Mongolian costumes because like we mentioned for many times, the Tuva is a branch of Mongolian ethnic group, and they also worship the wolf totem. Oh, Kenny says, is that a pic of Khan? Yes, that's the picture. That's a portrait of Genghis Khan. All right. Stan Brill says, cool tapestry. So we have the locals told me earlier that they have a small museum here. So we will now take a closer look at their museum to learn more about their traditions and history. So these two kids are getting really excited about our live streaming here. So they've already get used to this kind of toils to them. Let's take a closer look at this. To others, this might be fierce and a little bit horrible, but to these kids, they are just their toils. And they have some old pictures over here to show tourists about the Tuvan's history. And here, as you can see, they're holding the skis. Just now, we have seen the magnified version of the skis out there. That to show that the Tuvan people do love skiing. And also, these are the traditional costumes of the Tuvan people. Take a closer look, and it looks warm. And also here, there's also a portrait of Genghis Khan. So this clown shows that in ancient times, ancient times, the Tuvan people also used that to do their spring plow or autumn plow. Jessie says lovely and warm coats. Yes. So the best season to visit this place is in autumn, but actually at night it can be really cold. It can be really cold, so make sure you bring enough clothes with you. And Jessie says amazing area indeed. Stan Brill says the sun is setting there. Yes, it's about, it's already 8 p.m. here in Xinjiang. In most of the areas in China, it's already dark outside, but here in Xinjiang, you can still enjoy the sunset. Right. So how about the two questions we just raised in our live stream? The first one, which ocean does the Irtysh River flow into? The right answer is the Arctic Ocean. So the 4,242 kilometer long Irtysh River is the only river in China that flows into the Arctic Ocean. Did you get the right answer? And also, how many Tuvans are living in China currently? Alright, the right answer is less than 3,000. So there are less than 3,000 Tuvans living in China currently. Alright, last part of our today's live streaming. Like I promised, I'll show you my room. Let's go. So as you can see, some of our colleagues are preparing for their live streaming tonight. The hosts and hostesses, they have already prepared these coats for you. If you don't remember to bring your coat to keep yourself warm, don't worry, they have prepared these for you. How sweet. And the last part of our today's live stream, let me show you my room. It's really comfort, clean, neat, and make sure next time you come here. Help yourself. This place is really comfortable, and they do have the heating radiator, so don't worry. And it's already getting warm. It's warm, so don't worry. If you have to spend a night here, you're going to be warm. And it's obviously, it's a stand room. They have 2 beds, and also they have the television here so that you can watch some TV shows. Check out the Chinese TV shows. And they have the kettle and hair dryer. And the bathroom is also clean. Of our room, and what do you think of this village? You can tell us in comments. And just now we've already told you the right answer of our 2 quizzes. The Irtysh River flows into the Arctic Ocean, and there are less than 3,000 Tuvan people living in China. Did you get the right answer? And we hope you can learn something from our live streaming. And how about the room we just showed you? This is the room we're going to stay for tonight. Well, take a look over there. The local Tuvan people have just dressed up their traditional costumes. They're preparing for a performance tonight, maybe as a welcome ceremony for us as a guest. Our colleagues, they're going to have TV live streaming very soon. Alright, thank you for spending time with us today. We're now around near the Canas Lake in the Canas Scenic area, and we're going to stay in this village for tonight. If you like our live streaming, don't forget to share it with your friends and make sure you leave us as many comments as possible. I'll see you tomorrow, and stay tuned. We'll spend 30 days here in Xinjiang. See you next time. Bye bye.